Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Cody.
Tonight, we're doing a very special whiskey. This whiskey, Cody's actually been to the distillery out there in Arizona. Um, this one is called Sacred Stave, right here, and this is made by SanTan Spirits in Chandler, Arizona. This bottle is 45%, and this is their bourbon. So they have a few different whiskeys and vodkas and gins and everything like that. But this is their bourbon, Cabernet cask finish. So it is finished in a Cabernet cask. Um, is this our first one on episode that we're doing in a wine barrel finish,
Uh,
or have we had one before?
I'm not sure. I think they use staves
Yeah,
and drop them in there, but you know, um, I think it may be our first like
okay,
Cabernet or what is it? Yeah, Cabernet cask finished.
yeah,
Um, So yeah, dude, I've been to the distillery. Obviously, I'm decked out with their stuff. I went there. I got me and Kelsey when we were in or in Arizona seeing Ben, and we took a trip out there to um, celebrate Ava's Kelsey's niece's. I guess my niece now got married just recently, so you can see that there. Um,
brand new.
Celebrate her birthday, and we always see Ben when we're out there too because he's out there. But we stopped by this distillery when we were out there. I know I talked about this once before, but now we're actually reviewing it.
Yep.
And so I got Robbie a bottle. I got him the bourbon and the rye, which he finally has in his possession now.
Yeah, right over
um,
there.
so we're excited to try this. The people there that I met were really nice, and we had a good time. We didn't have a ton of time to spend there, but the little time that we did, we had a good time. And they also do beer and like hard seltzer drinks.
Yeah.
So they do a bunch of stuff there. And some of their, I think I had a couple of those. They're pretty good. Their other drinks, but um, yeah. So yeah, Robbie was also talking about I tried this 2 years ago. I was out there a couple of years ago with Ben to see
Yes.
Ben, and I saw this bottle at like I think it was like Albertsons. I was out. We were just getting some groceries, and I was like, "Oh man, I've never seen that before." And oh, it's from Arizona. Okay, cool. So I was like, I want to buy something from Arizona. And it was at Albertsons. It was like $45 when I bought it, and it was their American whiskey.
Yeah.
And I ended up bringing that bottle out to Robbie when I went and visited him a couple years, almost 2 years now ago. And we tried it, um, and it was not good. I mean,
No, it
it
was
was
not.
really not good, but it is. I did try it again when I was at the distillery. It was definitely better. So I don't know what they did. Uh, Maybe it was just an off batch or whatever, but the one I had from their older releases probably
Yeah.
we didn't enjoy.
Yeah. Cody and
um
I did not enjoy that one. And I only had one friend because he left the bottle here with me. He's like, I ain't taking that shit back. Um, but my one buddy Dylan, he did actually enjoy it, which was odd. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, it's good. And I'm like,
yeah, I
so it's
think
all
because he
really
likes.
up to, uh, up to what you like, I guess, because it was just not
Yeah,
for Cody and I, that one anyway. So,
but the new stuff was actually when I had it at the distillery, it was good. So the American one that I did have at the distillery, the whiskey, was good. um Definitely different for sure.
yeah.
Well, um I'm excited to try this.
Yeah. Let
So
me go over a few more things with this.
yeah.
Um, so I'm just going to read from their website. There's not much on their bottle as far as any kind of story or anything like that, like we get with some of these other whiskey companies. But this is from their site. It says, we started distilling and aging our spirits in hand select oak barrels in 2015. So this is a fairly new whiskey company or distilling company in general.
Yeah.
They do a bunch of different stuff. It's 7 years old right now, so fairly young. With a mission to create 21st century flavors and give distilling much needed shot in the arm. Spirit House provides a venue to release our spirits and deliver an experience for the community centered around the enjoyment and education of the future of spirits in a unpretentious place. Unpretentious place. Sorry.
Yeah, their distillery is cool. I liked it. I enjoyed. It was a nice place.
Yeah.
So
This will be. Cody said he got this bottle for around $32. Alcohol percentage 45%, like I've said. So this puts it in the 2.3 category. Pretty stiff competition in this category. So, but I'm excited to try this, especially talking to Cody while he was in Arizona and him saying, it's not what he remembers, even with the American whiskey, and him saying the bourbons and ryes were. Did you have the rye or bourbon?
I had them both. I had a flight, so it was like a
Yeah,
real
yeah, you
small,
had the flight. That's right.
real small sample size. So
So yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited to try it. He kind of brought my enthusiasm back up for this whiskey because, yeah, that first one I was just like, I'm not ready to do that yet.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get the American one to bring it back too, but I just had too many bottles at that point.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So,
All right. Well, I'm gonna pop
alrighty.
this open.
Yep.
All right. Nice pop.
Yeah. So we were discussing a little bit before we got started about the cork. I'm personally not a fan of these like plastic-ish corks like this. I still like
Yeah.
a traditional cork.
Same
But
here.
isn't bad. Overall bottle, um,
It's got a
I would
cool
say
look.
very, yeah, I would just say it's very middle of the road. It's honestly, it's nothing special as far as the bottle design. The label's pretty cool. I do like it. I like the black backdrop with the white lettering.
Yeah.
Um, and just like even their snake wrapped around, I guess that's like a spearhead with the wings and everything.
Yeah.
Really like
Pretty
that.
cool.
So, but all in all, I would just put it middle of the road around a 3.2 or something, 3.5 as far as bottle goes.
But as far as
Um,
the look of the bottle, yeah, I would say like,
yeah,
eh,
maybe a
yeah,
3.
yeah, like a
So,
3. It's a cool looking bottle, good label.
yeah,
Um,
I think the
like how
label's the thing that,
I like the neck, how it kind of flares out right here. It's kind of cool.
yes, that is something we have talked about on other bottles. So, can't just disc
Ooh,
not bring that up for this one, but yeah, just kind of generic, I would say. Ooh, does have a good smell.
yeah, it does actually. Very fruity. I get like a definitely like a
I give it like a rye, which it says it's a high rye on the
it's a
website.
high
High
yeah, it's
rye
a
bourbon.
high rye bourbon, yeah, so it's got a lot of
Yeah.
rye for a bourbon.
But I
Definitely.
get that rye smell with fruits.
Definitely, yeah. Rye, some fruit, get a little bit of
Honestly,
even some honey almost, maybe.
yeah, it was maybe honey. I'm not getting any oak or anything like that or any like smoky smell.
No, no, definitely. Maybe it's a little vanilla too, obviously. Yeah, it smells good though.
Yeah.
Like I like the
Well,
smell.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers, man. Okay.
It's warm.
Good. Yeah. I haven't drank in 2 weeks.
Same. Well, I guess I drank a little bit last weekend, but I was for my diaper and driver and diaper party thing.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
um,
Pretty good. I'm gonna have another sip neat here
yeah.
before I put water droplets in there.
It sits nice on the tongue. It really does.
Hmm. Yeah.
It just, I got to do another flavor, but I'm loving, like you hold it in your mouth, not much is happening until you do swallow, and then you
Yeah.
get that tingling sensation. It's like,
It's such a nice bourbon.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
all right.
I enjoy that. I like, it's not overwhelming. It's got a good, I feel like definitely the Cabernet or whatever they finished it in the cask or whatever.
You know, it may sound weird, but I definitely, for some reason, just with the taste, I picture Arizona. Like the
Yeah.
taste is kind of, not saying it's a bad taste. It's just like I could drink this on a cool night in the desert.
Yeah. It's got a little warming, but
Yeah, it's a little bit of a warm, has a good I don't even know what I'm getting as far as flavors. It's just like a little sweetness with a spice.
yeah, it's
And now the
very,
smell, honestly, the smell's pretty
I'm
good.
gonna add some
I
water
haven't even put
droplets
water
here.
droplets yet. But after a couple drinks, it's like it opened up just a little bit.
Oh wow, dude. Wow. Smells good now. Smells even better. Way more fruit, way more sweet. Um, almost like a
Oh my
almost
God.
almost like a berry. Like a maybe
Yeah, it's
maybe it's like the grape. It smells
yeah, it
great.
has to be the grapes, but
Hmm.
that is a very nice.
Yeah. That's in
It's very fruity, florally. Definitely get the honey more.
yeah.
Honestly, the rye smells kind of really damper down quite a bit.
The rye went down, yeah. And now the other like
But
underlying like the fruits are in the sweets are coming out of the smell.
I enjoy smelling this one.
Yeah, yeah. And dude, I'm bummed. My my
I
I'm
know
using
they're down at the
a
bar.
glass or they're down at the bar, man.
Should have just done it down there.
Eh,
Hey, cheers.
cheers. Hold on. Smoother, little
Yeah,
spicier. Like
I get a little bit more spice on that tongue.
yeah. But I think the tannins are coming through. Like the bitters, the like
Yeah.
the sours or something.
I
Um,
uh I almost like it I love the smell with the water droplets, but I almost like it neat more just without the water droplets
I would
as
agree with
far as the
that.
flavor.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. The definitely the smell is better, but the taste is a little less is good with the water droplets.
I have a feeling this is going to be good on the rocks. I really think that.
Yeah,
This is almost screaming to be on the rocks. It really is.
little a little concerned that it might be
watered down
watered
quick.
down quick. But
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. But honestly, I think I'm hoping anyway, because I'm getting like flavors that we didn't get without the water droplets. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's at that point where it's not turning over properly just yet. Maybe it needs that extra kick of a
yeah,
chill factor. So,
yeah. I mean, so far it's pretty damn good. You wanna you ready to
oh
give
yeah,
a review on this?
oh yeah, absolutely. So is it my turn to go first?
You brought us in.
Alrighty. Um, all in all, I really both ways smelling great. Um,
$32 bottle, you know,
yeah.
30. So
So, but both ways of smelling it great. Definitely with the water droplets better. I do like it better though without the water droplets for the taste.
yeah,
Um,
just a tad.
I don't know. I just the overall feeling, and maybe it's that first drink of the night, which is nice. Um, yeah, I definitely like that. Neat without the water droplets. So honestly, I was thinking probably right around a 3.6, 3.8 on the high.
Okay. Yeah. Um yeah, I was leaning toward a 3.8.
Okay.
Um and you know, it it could even be a 3.9 in my opinion. I liked it a lot. I thought it was very drinkable.
Yeah.
Very nice on a cold night. Um and I like the smells. I like the fruit and what it's got going on in it. I was enjoying it. Uh,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, I would say 3.8. I'm good with
Yeah.
3.8. 3.8 is a
I,
good
I'm good
score.
with 3.8 because I was kind of going back and forth between the 3.6, 3.8. Um, honestly, and I really hope as this bottle opens up the next couple weeks,
This is true.
um,
This is just
it,
open, people.
yeah,
So
that it really settles in and opens up, and it,
they do tend to
you know,
open up a little bit. So
I- um, I think that may help it. So, but yeah, not bad. Definitely better than our first go at the American whiskey.
yes, that was like 3 years ago now, right? No,
Too.
two.
Yeah.
But I bought it probably
Yeah,
two and a half. I bought it like a
yeah,
year before,
yeah,
almost a year.
you said you were sitting on it a while.
I probably bought it like 6 months before I saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely a lot better. Honestly, I'm not even gonna try to score that one because it was so long ago, but it wouldn't have been good.
And another
Um,
thing is we're totally different drinkers than we were then.
oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
We have like we're leaps and
Opened up
bounds.
opened up
Um,
quite a bit,
yeah.
I would say.
So
Um, but yeah, so you guys know we are doing them 4 ways. We got neat tonight. We got on the rocks. We do have a Coke, but it's a Coke add cherry bitters, so
and
that's
that
going to
was
be
from their
new.
website. So we did pull that
Yes.
off their website. They don't tell the amounts of anything, but they did put like Coke and then cherry bitters. So we will make that to see,
Yeah. I'll say a couple
cherry
dashes, two to
Coke
three
and
dashes.
bourbon. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
two to three dashes. I would say, yeah, that's probably good. Probably two dashes.
yeah.
Um,
So, actually, since we're on this topic, do you want to go ahead and do you want to do on the rocks or Coke next?
hmm, hmm. Um, shit. Let's do a Coke, huh?
Yeah, let's try the Coke. That's actually
Do
what I
the
was thinking. Yeah.
do the Coke and the cherry. So we're gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and do the Coke and cherry bitters, and we'll be back. All right, so we're back with our Coke with some cherry bitters.
Yeah.
So SanTan
Smells
bourbon.
smells very cherry.
Yeah, definitely got the cherry vibe on the It's kind of cool.
Well,
Cheers.
man.
Let's try it. Okay. Little hint of cherry in there. Not much.
I wonder if it just sat on top of the ice.
I know. I got it. It's good. It's pretty good.
No, I'm definitely getting more Coke. I get a lot of the cherry smell. I may try it next time though without the ice in it when I throw the bitters in. Actually, I may throw the bitters at the bottom.
Yeah.
That may be the way to do it. Put the bitters
Mhm.
on, go ahead and put those in, and then you mix everything else. I think it'd mix up a lot better because I have a feeling they're sitting like got trapped on the ice. Like I get a little bit, but not as much as like the smells giving it to me.
I got it pretty good now. Now that I have the second sip, it's better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
kind of settling in.
A little cherry,
But
not too much because I don't like cherry that much in general. Like the
oh yeah, that's right.
cherry flavor.
So
I mean, I like
yeah,
cherries.
not
Just
bad.
yeah, not bad. I mean, better than like doing cherry Coke.
Yeah, I
Cherry
would say
Cokes.
cherry Coke's so sweet,
Oh yeah.
and plus you don't like cherries, but I enjoy a good cherry Coke and whiskey. But
Yeah.
it is pretty sweet, like even more so than Coke or old fashioned or any, you know, it just like hits different. It's like
The one thing though, I don't taste the bourbon. Like I don't. It's gone. It doesn't exist to me.
I didn't even notice that. I was just trying to find the cherry flavor.
And I'll say, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to taste alcohol or bourbon or whiskey, I mean, I don't taste it. Like maybe like a pinch.
At the end. Yeah.
But yeah, it
Like
ain't that strong.
no. I'll be honest, I did 3 ounces, so
Jesus, dude, what are you trying to do?
yeah.
Like, oh
Well, I
man,
did 3 ounces
you
just
have a
because
big glass though, dude. I only have this
yeah.
little
Well,
guy
I
here.
decided to not dirty up another glass yet.
Yeah,
So I'm saving that
gotcha.
for the old fashioned and on the rocks.
Yeah,
But yeah, interesting. I'm gonna sip on it. Maybe the whiskey will come through. So
yeah.
but it hasn't right now.
If for me, since I'm not like a huge cherry guy,
Yeah.
I would just rather do this with just Coke alone. But
Yeah.
you know, if you like cherry, you like. I mean, that's your thing. That this is a cool drink. This is good. This is actually a really good drink for like somebody that doesn't really want to taste the whiskey as much.
Yeah.
Like if they're would rather just have like a good drink that
I
got
agree with that.
nothing um, that reminds them of alcohol, then this is it.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. This one I'm gonna try it again with the cherry bitters. I may even try it tonight. But I don't know. I kind of really want to try it with Coke to see if anything changes. So I'll see what it's like. But I do want to try it with the cherry bitters again. And honestly, just put those in first to
Yeah,
really get everything mixed up in there.
I mean it's cool. I'm glad we got the cherry bitters because now we can use it on other drinks maybe.
Yeah, honestly, I got the orange bitters in there. I still haven't used those.
Oh, you have the orange bitters now? Cool. Yeah, I have them
Yeah,
too.
well, I've had them for a while.
Nice.
I've been wanting to try them on an old fashioned.
Yeah, it's cool.
So
Yeah.
I
This is pretty good. I mean, there's a
enjoy it.
I enjoy it. I'll see how it is just in normal Coke and see what I think. But
I'll be honest, I'm not getting just a lot of cherry flavor now. Um, it's a slight hint there, but definitely no
yeah,
whiskey or hardly any. It's a
I mean,
slight,
I feel like there's a slight bourbon-esque at the end,
yes. That
but
yeah, that's what I was saying.
very, very faint.
Yeah,
But
dude, you and I, we get the same shit. I feel like sometimes, a lot of times, not every time. There's shit we disagree, but like this, it's like at the very end,
mhm,
slight hint of bourbon. Everywhere else, not so much.
yeah,
Um, well, shit, you ready to review it?
yeah. I'd give it like a 3.5. It's cool.
Yeah, that's
It's
exactly
cool.
kind of where I was sitting. I could have went a little bit lower just because I kind of want that bourbon taste. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say 3.3. If you don't mind, settle
3.4.
3.4.
Yeah, I'm
I
cool with that.
just, the more I think about it, yes, it is good. I could drink it, but I do personally just want more whiskey flavor in like whiskey and Coke.
Yeah, and yeah,
Like I'm,
this is all preference, people. So like,
yeah,
I mean,
and that's
obviously,
my
if
preference. Like whenever I make Crown and Coke, dude, I pour a lot of Crown in it. I do. It's probably like a 4 ounce to 6 ounce pour. Like 4 ounce whiskey, 6 ounce Coke.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. So yeah, it's funny. My dad's always like, uh, what does he say? 40, 60,
yeah,
40%, 60%, yeah, or whatever. It's funny. Um, yeah,
your dad, that fucking trying to drink that, gosh, that one whiskey that was like 50 some odd percent, and he was like, ah, I'm fine, and we're like, I was, you were like, Dad,
oh
you drink
yeah,
40%.
alcohol all the time. 10 high. To be
Yeah,
Pacific, everybody.
and
And then I was bringing them some Kirkland Bardstown fucking, well, I think it's
mhm,
Bardstown, 100 proof bonded.
yep.
He was like, oh yeah, that's good. I was like, all right, Dad. Well, be careful there. 100
Yeah,
proof.
no, he was like trying. I was like, Uncle Rick, you may want to slow down. I was like, it's not the same. Like, it's not what you're used to.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
In comparison, it's what, like a 20% increase?
Well, how many drinks? Say if he has the 40%. Say if he has like 3 drinks, even, or let's do an even four drinks. You know, okay, but you add up to 50% plus, like we were drinking, and you're trying to do the same four. Yeah, you're adding a whole nother drinking a quarter on
Yeah,
top of that. So
yeah.
it's like
It's like
it'll sneak up on you.
20% more. Yeah,
Yeah, it'll
20,
sneak up on you
25%.
quick.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So
3.4 is in the books for the Coke and um, you know, cherry bitters. So,
yeah.
and again, that
Um,
was we pulled that off their website. Um, one of the ones we wanted to, I mean, might as well give it a shot. Um,
yeah. It's it's a whiskey worthy of a specialty cocktail. It's right at that price point of where we would kind of judge it anyway. We're right like 35 above is usually that point, but this I would say it's right there.
yeah.
So
All right. Well, you ready for On the Rocks?
yeah, I'm really hoping, and I think it's going to hold up very well on the rocks. I really am. I'm gonna stick to my guns, like from the neat. I think I think it's going to open it up, and hold strong, like keep the alcohol flavor and everything.
I'm not too sure, but
don't doubt me, but that's fine.
I hope it's good because I want to drink something good.
Yes.
So we'll be back, everybody.
All right, everybody, we're back. We got our whiskeys on the rocks, SanTan Spirits here, or Sacred Stave Bourbon. So, yeah.
So we got it on the
Cheers.
rocks. It's the bourbon, everybody. So cheers.
Still that great smell from the water droplets.
Yeah. Definitely get that Cabernet something fruit. All right, man.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Okay. That's good.
Held up good. Held up good.
Held up.
Hell yeah. Dude, this is melting this so weird. There's like a distinct line in the ice ball or ice cube on mine all the way around it. It's kind of interesting because usually it's like melting evenly almost, but there is like a deep line or deep cut into where the whiskey was sitting. Not gonna lie, that held up very nicely, I think, on the rocks.
Yeah, it's got its flavor. It's got everything like it did neat, but it's nice and cold. It's really good.
It even brought back that warming sensation. Not gonna lie, whenever we kind of took our little break, I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, "Fuck!" There was no flavor with the Coke, or hardly any. lost a little bit on the water droplets. I was like, "It's not gonna be good on the rocks." I like it.
Yeah, it's funny how things are. We're totally wrong.
Yeah.
You were. I mean, you.
Well, I was right because I was wanting, it to be that way.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
I figured it. I don't know. It just didn't seem like it would hold up, so I was like, well.
Well, and yeah, it's just sitting over there thinking about it. I was like, it's not going to hold up. I really thought that.
It's good.
So,
I mean, we're not done with it yet, so we'll see.
No.
At the end here.
But how long it's taken me to freaking accept all this stuff since I don't have the app right now. Dude, this is just melting the ice weird. Like my ice is a tea. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, it's eating the shit out of it.
Just the bottom half. It's like acid.
My ball is doing pretty good. It's getting a little chewed up. Excuse me.
Damn. This is even on a cold night. Like right now it's like 30 degrees. This is good. So something we forgot to mention at the beginning of this episode, and honestly, even the time this releases, it's going to be way past, but happy Veterans Day to all the veteran men and women who have served our country. Thank you guys for everything. And, we're extremely grateful here at Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. Like,
definitely,
we wouldn't be doing this without you guys and girls. This is, it's something that goes beyond just yourself when you join the military, and we thank you.
Yeah, we definitely thank you. And I sent back Ben that text. I was like, dude, thank you for your service, man. And just thank everybody that because everybody knows somebody that's in the service. I mean, if you don't, it's kind of weird. But I mean, thank them, and they do sacrifice a lot. Piece of them goes into that. So cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Happy Veterans Day, and cheers.
Dude, it is chewing the shit out of this. Yeah, I was so I'm fortunate enough. I work at a place where there's a lot of different like backgrounds even in the military service. Like I got one guy who's been serving over 20 years. He's still in the military. Obviously he's National Guard now, but great guy. He saw action and he's been on deployments where he hasn't seen action. Guys who have not seen action, things like that. And just getting to talk to each one of them today and thank them. And it's funny, you get that from the guys who are like, oh, I didn't do anything, I didn't see anything. I'm like, well, you signed up with the anticipation of doing something, whether you went out on a deployment or not, whether your
Yeah.
deployment saw anything.
Yeah.
You did that. You did more than what majority of Americans and majority of people around the world would never do and would never sacrifice and be willing to sacrifice that. So don't sell yourself short. You guys, you did a lot. You did something that's courageous. You did something that, will carry on with you for the rest of your life. So just think of it that way. And, I know it may get tiring here and, thank you. But from us, and I'm sure a lot of people who say it, it's genuine. Thank you. And I know just saying that's not going to be enough if whatever you did happen in your military service, but again, don't sell your guys' self short that way. So
Yeah, I know. I hear people say the same thing, and I'm always like, dude, you served, you went above and beyond, you went and sacrificed, and
yeah,
so cheers to them,
definitely. So yeah.
So
Do got to say though, this is a good whiskey on the rocks. Like, holy shit, I'm enjoying it.
yeah, I'm already done, dude. I'm
almost done with
over
mine.
here.
I'm just,
I'm surprised. I am. I think it's good. I think it's like I only had a taster at the distillery, so I didn't get them,
yeah,
too much of a experience, but and that's why we are the way we are, and we do these, at least 4 different ways.
yeah.
Going through the whiskey, because I mean, shit, dude, we're putting it through its paces. We're putting it through
We
its
are, and shit, we're putting ourselves through the paces trying.
I know.
But
speaking of that, we're probably gonna taper off a little bit on that.
yeah, well, this is again, when I tell people like, yeah, we got a podcast, we review whiskeys, I do try to separate ourselves. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good whiskey reviewers out there that,
Hell yeah. I
but
love a lot of those guys.
yeah, but
Listen to them
I'm
all the
sorry,
time.
they just do it one way a lot of times. And there's so much more to a lot of these whiskeys than neat. And that's the way that they all do it. There's, on the rocks, we found whiskeys that are terrible every way, but on the rocks, we found whiskeys that are terrible every way, but old fashioned or cocktails or whatever. And then we had those whiskeys that are great neat, but could not make a cocktail to save its life.
Yeah.
Or even on the rocks. So, and honestly, just thinking about it just now, it's like we may even have to have a separate categories where like, hey, these are on the rocks whiskeys, these are on or neat whiskeys kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we have the ones that are every way possible. You can't go wrong with the whiskey. It is phenomenal every way. So, but yeah,
we're definitely drinking the whiskeys, that we're reviewing. We're really putting we're experimenting with all the different ways that people, at least the most popular ways that people drink their whiskey. I know a lot of people use different soda, like
Yeah,
Sprite or 7 Up or whatever.
even
I mean,
Pepsi or whatever.
Pepsi or whatever, but you know, we're still going through the experiences these four different ways, and
Yeah,
um, it's it's definitely eye opening to see a whiskey that just drops off like on
yeah,
the ice, or just totally fails at a way that I enjoy drinking whiskey. There's I like to mix it up. I don't care. If there's some people that just are like say they drink it only neat and only neat.
yeah,
That's the only way. Like, I mean, if that's all you're doing, I mean, cool. But uh there's more to life than that, man. Shit. I feel like
yeah. Or
it's enjoyable to have a cocktail. It's enjoyable to have
yeah,
on the rocks. Um,
yeah, exactly. And I'm sorry, but I'm a whiskey guy. That's my drink of choice. I go out somewhere, I'm doing a whiskey. I'm not getting tequila, rum usually, or any of those other. But
I like a good rum. I don't get me wrong. I
no,
like a good rum.
I do too. But I'm just like whiskey's my go-to,
Yeah,
and
same.
there's just so much more. And you get these guys who are like, "Oh, neat's the only way. Neat's the only way. It's not a, And I'm like, no, like everybody's not that way. I know more people that are cocktail or just Coke with guys with whiskey than I do guys like just neat. You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
could
true.
count on
That is
probably
true.
both hands how many guys drink it just neat or even like it just neat. Um,
Yeah,
but I could. It's a fucking endless number when it comes to cocktails or other ways of drinking it. Even on the rocks, I know a lot of people who love a nice chilled whiskey, and they're like, "Yeah, put it on the rocks." Hell, a lot of my friends like they won't even try it neat unless I'm like,
yeah,
"Hey, you should try it neat first,"
yeah.
kind of
I have
thing.
the same thing. It's like, um, yeah, exactly. A lot of people won't even do it neat. I mean, just
Right?
because you have to kind of build up to that. It takes a little
You
bit of
do,
building up to drinking whiskeys neat over and over to like build that like enjoyment, because
right?
you're able to enjoy the flavors, enjoy what you're picking out, enjoy the the craftsmanship of the whiskey and all that. Um,
Yeah,
so it
but
takes a little bit
at
of
this
time to get used to it.
at the same time, hell, if you're just a on the rocks kind of person, more power to you. And again, this is why we do it the four different ways. We want you to find that one whiskey that is good on the rocks, or good every way. But on the rocks, like this one, I would recommend this one on the rocks.
Oh yeah, I would. Um,
So
I enjoyed this just as much as I enjoyed it neat
so,
on the rocks. Um, I may even give it a tick higher.
oh
Um,
yeah, I'm definitely.
I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna go. Well, you're first. So
Yeah, I'm first. Um, so, but are you ready to give the scores? How do
I
you
am.
feel?
I'm
Okay.
ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
So honestly, how much I enjoy this on the rocks. The smell is like it neat with the water droplets. But the flavor held up so well, which is still mind-boggling to me personally, is whenever you get that whiskey that really, for some reason, just kind of falls off with the water droplets, but then you add it to the rock to ice, and it's like, okay,
Better.
why didn't you hold up the with the water droplets? It's just water droplets.
It's weird. It's so weird.
So, but this one here, it's been good every way so far. It hasn't been terrible or by any means. It's just kind of been middle of the road. Well, just especially with Coke. Neat was a little better than middle of the road, I would say, or above that.
I
On the
mean, middle of
rocks
the
though,
road.
I would.
Middle of the road for us out of five is 2.5, dude. So
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
it
it's
is, but
definitely way better than that.
it is. Um, I would almost. I'm saying a high, not a high 4.2, but my highest is 4.2. I don't see it any
Wow,
higher.
okay. All
So,
right. I'm at like a 4. I think it's definitely
I'll
2
be honest.
notches up from a
I think
3
it is
point.
this 4. I may be just a little in shock on how well it held up. So I don't mind settling even at a 4.
Yeah, I think it's its best way so far. Definitely. The neat was great, but this is just really nice how it holds up. And it
Yeah.
keeps its flavor, keeps that nice little warming almost, even though it's cold. It's like it's enjoyable, has good flavor.
Yeah.
The flavor doesn't last as long as I might like it to. Kind of fades off kind of quicker, but it's
Well,
still really good, you know.
yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. And yeah, it's a 4 because after thinking about that, yeah, the flavor didn't hold up as long as I'd like it to. Because once I got down to that end, granted, that's a lot of water down there. It's kind of picking up all the what it could touch on the ice and everything. But all around, I'd pour myself another.
Yeah. All
So yeah,
right. Well, old fashioned time, dude. We're at the end of
yeah,
the road
old
here.
fashioned time. So we'll be back, everybody.
All right, everybody. We're back with our old fashioned here with the SanTan Bourbon.
Yeah,
So it's got a good citrus.
yeah, definitely.
You know what's crazy, dude? These are the same oranges, I think, from when you were here. They've been in my
How the hell did
fridge.
you? Oh,
Like, not gonna lie, they're amazing
no.
still.
Gotta think
Crazy.
it's really only been a couple weeks.
It's weird. I was for
Yeah,
sure like they're gonna be bad, and then I pulled them out and like they're like perfectly hard and nice and good looking and
yeah,
everything. I was surprised.
definitely.
But
Well, hey, cheers.
cheers, man.
Okay. Wow.
Very weird.
Wow. All right. Um,
Okay.
not what I was expecting,
Yeah,
but good.
it's good.
I really feel like the wine or the Cabernet, whatever it is, came out through on this one. Um,
Yeah,
I'm
something
getting a lot
different.
of, yeah, I get a lot of like that kind of flavors with the bitters and simple syrup with a slight hint of bourbon. But the initial taste is so, I guess, fruity. And it's not like the citrus fruit. You know,
Yeah,
it's like you were saying at the beginning that grape. It's like a
yeah.
grapefruit, not a grapefruit, but grape, fruity taste.
Interesting.
Um, I did
Yeah,
not expect.
initially I wasn't sure if I liked it because it was such a weird whammy. Like
Hmm.
just um very sweet and then a lot of I don't know, yeah, grape or fruit or whatever.
Yeah,
Uh
whatever it is, it's just different.
yeah, that's
I
good
don't.
though.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. Wow, god dang, dude, we've had some odd, and in a way, a good way, odd old fashions on doing this. This one's just completely different from
Yeah,
a lot of those.
definitely a
Honestly,
little different from the norm.
well, different from the norm and different from even the odd ones where it's like, wow, I haven't tasted this before. Um,
Yeah,
this is another one of those, wow, it's like I haven't tasted that before. So, and we make our old fashions the same way every time. So,
yeah. So it's yeah. I mean, it's not as I would like normally traditionally want,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's not bad.
Honestly,
It's good.
if they
It's got a
serve this
good,
up,
I don't know, the sugar, it's got a really high sweetness in the beginning.
yes. But if they
Um,
serve this up as a different drink from an old fashioned, maybe like throw a different title in front of the old fashioned or whatever,
wow.
uh, I'd be like, wow, yeah, it's its own drink. It really is. Even though you're making it the same exact way, it's pretty sweet. I'm getting just a lot of sweetness. I get the bitters.
There's fruit, a lot of sweet fruits like
Yeah,
grape and um,
that's interesting. You know what? Something we haven't done yet. So their website, I do gotta say, rating their website, it's not the best, but
yeah,
it
it's actually down. It's like not working.
yeah, we can't pull up a lot of stuff, but we could have just caught them at a bad time.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Yeah.
all around though, I would
That's a
it's not a very user friendly website.
yeah, I would say, I mean, yeah, I would say it's cool looking website. It's not bad, but it's
Yeah,
just
it looks good.
a little different from, what I'm used to, but which is fine.
Have you tried it in a little bit?
Yeah, I just tried it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's almost as it sits, it's kind of getting back to that typical whiskey taste. Still very fruity, but I'm getting more of the bourbon. Just a little bit, I guess. Not much.
Sweet. Woo,
It's very
so
sweet.
sweet.
I would cut the bitters, or not the bitters, but the simple syrup in half with this one.
I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm like
Oh,
at I'm like at 3.7.
yeah. I wrote down a 3.4,
Okay, so we're
3.5. I was right there.
okay.
3.4, 3.5.
So 3.5 old fashioned.
Yeah.
Or 3.6, whatever. 3.4. So you're at a 3.4, you said?
Yeah. Is 3.7 your highest?
That's my highest. 3.5.
Yeah, let's do 3.5 because I don't think 3.5 is my highest. I think 3.4 is. It's again, it's not bad. It's just not gonna be my go-to. It's unique. Um,
It's too sugary.
the
It's too like it's too
sweet,
sweet. Yeah.
but that's
The
what I'm
sweets are sweet.
saying. Like, if there was like another name, something different about the old-fashioned name, because it's an old-fashioned. It's made an old-fashioned way. Um, I would probably enjoy it just a little bit more. Just throwing a different name or something else where it's like I'm not thinking of a traditional old fashioned because this isn't this too sweet.
Yeah, it's
So
sweet. Very sweet. Um, Overall score for the SanTan bourbon, it's gonna be 3.7.
yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, overall
Um,
3.7. That's a good score. Not bad.
yeah, I would like to revisit some of these whiskeys we do And try them again cocktail with other cocktails.
But not gonna lie, I mean, realistically, for the price, it's not bad. It's
No,
a really it's actually really good neat. Like I enjoyed it. It had a good mouthfeel. It like was a nice warming on the tongue and not too crazy hot. And it
yeah.
was just really nice.
I
And
think on the
a
rocks is just
nice bourbon,
yeah,
a traditional bourbon. Like it, I mean, a little bit more because it was finished in the Cabernet, but it was definitely a nice reminder of what a bourbon is, you know.
right.
So
Um,
it was good.
I agree with that. I just really enjoyed it on the rocks. I think that's and you did too, but I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
think
it held its own, man. And it was good. It was solid.
I that's gonna be the way I drink this moving forward. That's for sure. I'm gonna try it with Coke. I may experiment with the old fashioned just because I think less simple syrup may help out with this since it is so sweet. There's
Oh yeah,
it's not the simple syrup sweet. It's a very fruity
whiskey.
grape. I'm thinking grape esque um taste. So, but yeah, all in all, not a bad whiskey. Definitely better than my first thoughts were 2 years ago. So yeah.
Yeah.
And granted, this is the bourbon, not the American whiskey. So
We do have the rye too, so we
yeah.
will be doing the rye at some point. May not be before the end of the year, but
Yeah,
um,
it'll be coming up. It'll probably be one of the ones next year. We got
yeah,
a guest episode coming up. If not two guest episodes coming up. Um, we have 1776 bourbon. I th-
yeah.
I know we haven't officially discussed this other than I called you the saying I got 1776.
Now, yeah, in
That
Arkansas.
may be the next bourbon we do. Arkansas just got 1776 rye and bourbon, so I called Cody. Pretty glad I didn't bring those whiskeys back.
Yeah, I know.
Um, they are
You
a little bit
brought,
more.
oh man, you brought four back out of five. Oh man,
So,
I wanted to
gotta
cry when
tell
you
you
told me
guys,
that.
gotta tell you guys. So I was Cody's best man in the wedding, and he got me a bottle of High West High Country. And funny enough, my buddy Jordan actually got me a bottle of that for my birthday this year. So I had one here. Cody got that for me,
But
and
I bought that before he did.
he did. And
Way
so
before.
he,
I bought it like at the beginning of the year.
yeah,
I had it sitting.
I got your uh, High West picture frame up there, right over there. I'm
Oh,
gonna put
sweet.
that above. I'm actually gonna put it right behind or up a little bit behind the High West. So everybody, this shelf here is all High West. And anyways, so he got me the bottle. I really only had room for five. He had another bottle for me, but it was a big bottle. It was the liter. So there's no way. Um, get to the airport. We ended up having to pull crap out, but I remember setting everything up. I had stuff, all these whiskeys like in socks or socks around the whiskeys and everything, and I lined it up. And the one bottle I did not want to break broke, and I was pretty heartbroken. And funny
Yeah, it
thing
was.
is, I get back to Arkansas. They lost our luggage, so I didn't even have my luggage the day we arrived. Luckily, I worked for the police department at the airport, and I got it the next morning. Um, but as soon as I grabbed that, I walked in there and grabbed it. I smelt it. I was like, fuck, I smell the whiskey. So I wheeled it out, went up to the PD, opened it up. As soon as I saw it, it was still in the sock. It was just kind of like thin and everything. All the glass stayed in there. And I was like, I knew which bottle it was without even going through all the others. I was like, fuck. I just knew. I was like, and Cody asked me, dude, you fucking asked me. And I was like, I can't tell him he's about to fucking go on his honeymoon. I'm not going to, put bad news before the honeymoon. I'm going to let him enjoy his time. And so I just ignored him. I was like, yeah. And then he got back and I was like, yeah, the one whiskey, honestly, I could have cared less if any of the other bottles broke, but that
I don't know.
And I'm grateful I got these other bottles I could try, but I'll be honest, I was looking forward to having a bottle of High West High Country that I could open and try with you. And on it, that would have been Jordan's bottle he got me. Love you, Jordan, but
yeah,
that one that broke definitely meant more. Fucking, damn it, dude. All right.
3.7, everybody.
3.7.
Not a bad score.
SanTan Spirits. Sacred.
Very good. Oh, Staves. Yeah.
Sacred Staves. I'm sorry, there's like 2 or 3 different names on there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I just wish it was just SanTan.
Yeah, SanTan's great.
Yeah. Sacred Staves, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I get
whatever.
It's cool. If anybody has ever had, this whiskey, let us know what you think of our score, and please go support your local distilleries. Man, I've had so many surprises going to local distilleries, even just recently. Which we will be doing a podcast of a local distillery that we went to during my bachelor party. Was a wonderful time, and we'll be talking about that at some point, but we're not going to spoil anything.
That's one we got to do before Odin's here, I think. Try to anyway.
Yeah.
So
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But cheers, everybody. Good vibes.
Yeah. Cheers.
Enjoy doing this and enjoy hearing all your input on everything about whiskeys you guys like, and if you don't like our scores, it's kind of fun too.
Definitely tell us. Definitely. If you disagree, let us know. And I get all this is, subjective. I'm going to have different tastes than you. Cody's going to have different tastes from me sometimes. We're pretty similar on everything we like, but we do disagree. So I could only imagine with other people like, and I do know it because, friends and everything, it's like I have different taste buds in them. So I enjoy things that they don't, and vice versa. So just let us know. We like to hear from you guys. So do it.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch you on the next episode. See you guys.
Cheers.